Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Rivers. I help education leaders retain teachers so that they can focus on developing them. Today, we're talking about why teachers really quit. Have you ever lost a great teacher and wondered what could you have done differently to keep them? What do you do when teachers express frustration about the demands of the job, but you feel powerless to make changes? As an overseer of teachers, do you sense many are unhappy in their current roles? I get so sad when I hear this because it does not have to be this way. First of all, teachers quit because of systemic issues like disparities in teacher compensation, resources, and professional development, as well as excessive job demands, lack of support, and negative work environments. Then, these issues create widespread burnout and dissatisfaction, particularly in underfunded and high need schools, leading to high teacher attrition rates. Many chalk up teacher turnover to individual choices or a lack of resilience rather than deeply rooted systemic inequities. Administrators, you can fix this by examining workloads and removing non essential tasks from teachers' plates, or pushing for equitable resource allocation at the district and state levels. When I work with school administrators, I help them to identify systemic issues that are impacting their teacher retention rates. Societal perceptions and attitudes towards the teaching profession also contribute to why teachers really quit. Teaching is often undervalued compared to other professions, leading to a decline in talented individuals entering and staying in the field. This lack of societal respect and frequent misconceptions about teaching as an quote unquote easy job contribute to extensive demoralization, causing fewer people to pursue a teaching career. You see, some believe that teachers have short work days and summers off, failing to recognize the amount of unpaid hours and emotional labor teachers invest during the school year as well as their time off in the summer. School leaders, you can publicly celebrate and advocate for their teachers through newsletters, social media, and community engagement efforts to shift this narrative. When I work with educational administrators, I help them to develop ways to improve the perception of teachers within their communities. Educational policies and reforms also play a role in why teachers quit. High-stakes testing, inadequate teacher preparation, and unstable policy environments create stress and instability in the profession. Poorly designed policies increase job dissatisfaction, push teachers out, and reduce the pipeline of well-trained educators. Many believe that standardized accountability measures improve teaching quality. In reality, they often lead to teaching to the test and increased burnout. Administrators, you can champion for teacher-friendly policies at the district and state level and implement meaningful teacher evaluations with support for growth rather than evaluations for punitive means. When I work with school administrators, I help them develop evaluation and feedback systems that lead to improved teacher effectiveness and satisfaction. School culture plays a significant and maybe one of the largest roles in teacher satisfaction, with positive environments increasing retention and toxic cultures driving teachers away. A collaborative, supportive culture fosters teacher engagement, well-being, and long-term commitment to a school. However, some assume that a school's culture is naturally occurring rather than something that must be intentionally built and maintained by leadership that knows how to build a positive environment. School leaders, you can schedule a time to listen to teachers' concerns and take just one immediate action step, such as maybe you could adjust a policy, provides for some more autonomy, or recognize staff contributions. This will help you to set a positive school culture. When I work with school administrators, I help them to define and develop a school culture that builds a team rather than builds a few select individuals. This will lead to improved teacher satisfaction by having teams, and it will improve retention. There are 1 to 2 actions you could do today, such as conducting an immediate teacher culture check. Just simply send out a quick anonymous survey or schedule brief conversations with teachers to gauge their concerns. Or you could recognize and advocate for teachers. Publicly celebrate teachers' hard work and highlight their impact through school communications and community outreach. Creating a school culture where teachers feel included and heard and fosters a collaborative environment is at the heart of what I do. My name is Dr. Mary Rivers. I help education leaders better retain teachers so that they can spend more of their time developing them rather than recruiting and hiring them. I hope you will join me in learning more about how you can support your teachers. Spend less time recruiting them and spend more time developing them by going to my website, teacherretentionacademy.com. I'll see you in class.